There's a gaming catastrophe trying with all his might. You'll be fumbling through levels, but he's got one thing right. Chat's there to lift him up through every pixelated fight.
Ruby's cursing at the game, hands trembling on his keys. But Chat's filling up his screen with love and good vibes that please.
Through the lag and glitches, they're his greatest expertise. Yubi knows he's got it all when Chat is there to appease. Yubi feels the love from Chat, the streamer's shining star. Through every fail and epic fall, they never drift too far. With every emote and Pachem, they heal his broken heart. Yubi X Chat forever till the gate tears them apart.
Sitting there waiting, twiddling my thumbs. Livestream should have started by now. It's nearly one. I've been catching his shows since back in '93. But these delays got me wondering, where could that Yubi be? I got the blues rock pumping through my veins. The truth is taking his time, it's driving me insane. I need that riff and those soulful lips. But these delays got me wondering, what's causing Yubi's tricks? Yubi, won't you please start your stream? I've been waiting here, it's like a bad dream. Oh, Yubi, don't make me beg. Just strum that guitar and ease my aching head. We're a party, yeah, we're gonna rock it all night. Twitching like thunder, cause the vibe is so right. Yubi's at the helm, leading the way. Join the chat, let loose, there's no time to delay. Come on in, take a seat, grab a virtual beer. We're a family of rockers, we're heading to cheer. Head banging, mosh, it's a wild ride. An endless community, there's no need to hide. Welcome to the tonight. So let's raise our remotes and toast to the night. With you being the rockers, we'll take flight. In this digital realm, we'll forever roll as the mayhem makers of the Cyberdome.
The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17. It is rated TV MA-LSV and contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Do-da, do-da. Hope I get away with it. Oh, do-da day. Oh.
I like steak.
Vanilla thunder from the plains of Texas. Vanilla thunder is coming Lexus. Vanilla thunder, big catastrophe. That's just who he is. Our boy UB. Stepping up and stepping out. Laps in love, that's what UB's about.
So if you unmute the mic, how you doing, everybody? It's your Friday Vanilla Thunder. I am Ubi. You are awesome, and it is time for a slightly different Friday afternoon stream. Who all do we have hanging out with us today? We got Honey Tap, we got Johnny 3Bar, we got Brian from Searching for Tone, we have 2 Yards, and Jade Guitars. That is a really good crew to start out with. A little bit low. Looks good to me. All right, so we're actually going to start off in recording mode. There. Hey TSA, how you doing? We are starting in recording mode because we're gonna kind of sort of record today. But hey RJ. We're going to look at a new app that I just wrote. Been working on it for the past day and a half, maybe two, to help me with this sort of a situation here on stream. And it may be something that other people can use that may help jumpstart your creative processes as well. Mia Jane was actually in here jumping on the bed a moment ago. Hey, baby, how you doing? So I have written this app. This is not currently available to the public yet. It's only being run locally on my computer, but I will be putting it out on Infinite Possibility Media soon. It's probably after the stream if everything goes well. I'm sure my mic is where you guys can hear me. Probably after the stream if everything goes well. And what it is it allows it basically comes up with chord progressions that you could potentially use that might sound good for building something. I got this idea. I don't remember which channel it was that you were telling me about, Brian, but the one that randomly rolls for like things like key and stuff like that. This is an over-glorified version of that. So basically what you do, you can give it a range for your BPM. And in the basic mode, right now we're just in basic mode. You can tell it which modes you wanted to be able. For example, if you only wanted, we only wanted it in minor, we can just do none, and so now the only thing that it'll create is minor. Or, you know, I want more of mine in minor, maybe a little less of the time give me a major, and then the other ones, like maybe Mixolydian, I want it very rarely, and that will change how often those will come up when it's creating progressions for you. And then for the progression itself, I have a list of kind of tried and true rock progressions in there. Your standard 1-4-5, a couple of other ones that are normal for rock. So if you want to use progressions that have been used before and you know the progression is going to sound good no matter what key you put it in, you can select that. Or you can use truly random, and it will actually use different, it will fill in the degrees randomly for you. And if you're on the random, you can tell it, hey, I want the progression to have 4 chords or 5 chords or 3 chords or 2 chords or whatever by changing the number here. And then you can actually make more than one progression. The default is just called progression 1. We'll look at that a little later, but that's the basic mode. So if I hit generate now, it's popped up with a 6-4-1-5 progression in C natural minor at 100 BPM. So we would be playing something like Of course, I'm just playing that with power chords just for ease of use, but I mean, it would actually be. I mean, you could it actually gives you the flavors in there. And so you could roll it again. It's given us an A natural minor using that exact same. I mean, those actually sound these are progressions these are the tried and true progressions, so they're going to sound good no matter what you do. That's a 2-5-1 progression in B natural minor. There's a major, since remember we said that we do want some majors with the 2-5-1. So, and again, it's giving us basically just kind of a starter idea, but you can get a little more complex with the way I've got it set up. So in advanced mode, you can have it throw in chord variations. So for example, we can have right now it's set for none, so it will not ever give a chord variation. But for example, let's say I always want power chords. If I put only power chords in here, now when it generates F5, D5, A5, E5, it's only giving me power chords. But if you wanted to mix it up a little bit, so let's go with I want common power chords, uncommon with unmodified chords, and very rarely give me augmented chords. So we generate now. So these are all power chords. We've got a unmodified, a power chord, 2 power chords in there. There's an augmented chord, like we told it, that occasionally you can throw those in there. Also, the chord names up here, if you click on it, it will pop up a chord, a suggested way to play that particular chord. So, yeah. And then the next thing that this does is down here at the bottom, under progressions, you can have it actually generate you multiple progressions in the same key. So you can basically have it kind of build a song layout for you and keep it all kind of integrated into the same key. So for example, if we can go, say our first progression is our verse, we're going to add another one. We'll do a pre-chorus and then a chorus. Obviously, these are creatable by anything that, you name it whatever you want. Verse 1, verse 2, Boo and Bar, Shaggy and Scooby. It doesn't matter what you want to put in there. But now when we generate, it actually generates us 3 of them, and it's going to use the same key. So they're all going to kind of stay together as a cohesive unit. So basically, I want all power chords. So we're going to make just kind of a standard rock song. Now, in this case, it gave us Mixolydian, so it actually adjusts the chords that it offers you to match that mode. So, for example, in this one, it's that's C sharp, F sharp. And for the that's actually A sharp. If Ubi would actually look closely at the chords, he would play them right. It's A sharp. And then the chorus would be D sharp 5, which is so basically it can make you kind of a starter song. So like if I'm building like a backing track, I could use this to give me some inspiration. Like, man, I don't know what to play. Well, there you go. So basically what we can do is just generate something we want here. So this is in G minor, 137 BPM. So we'll pop over here. We'll set to 137 BPM. Got a track there. So our verse is, take this and move this off screen over here so I can see it while also having my recording up. So our verse is there we go. So that's what the verse is. Now it's obviously going to be up to you to figure out what you're going to do for rhythm, but so let's arm a recording track and go. That was a verse and a verse and a pre-chorus just put together right there. Just basically out of nowhere. And then it actually has rolled the exact same chorus, which is going to be. So that's actually how I would use that in a recording sense. Now, the other thing that you can do, again, is you can go with true random down here. And so we can get some progressions that are different than kind of your standard cliche progressions. So let's try one with the true random here. Boy, it's really liking the major mode. Let's drop the major down to very rare. So F sharp minor, and the progression it gave us is a 5-1-1-2 for the verse. So it's that's not a bad progression there. And pre-chorus, they go crazy. It goes up 7-1-2-2. So and then on a chorus, it goes. That's not a bad progression there. So yeah, that's again, that was a something I got an idea for. I'm gonna be honest. Last night, I was thinking about ways to do more. I want to do some more recording and more track recording, but sometimes you guys know this, especially those of you who record. Sometimes the muse is there, and you have something in your mind that's like, wow, for sure. But sometimes you just don't have an idea in mind, but you do want to record something. It's also great for practice. I mean, think about, you can use this to come up with, this is basically a song on the fly. So you could literally throw this whole out there, give yourself a metronome at 151 BPM and come up with a song, push yourself to come up with a song on the fly, I mean, in there, we just basically just wrote a song out of thin air. It's up to you to put the embellishments in and the rhythm and that sort of stuff. And probably that was probably nowhere near 151 BPM, but it was just something to help jumpstart the creative processes, jumpstart the juices, so to speak. So I was thinking what I would do is actually produce an entire track with it. So let's set up a rhythm guitar. Call this one rhythm. Probably not going to do a full double track. We'll do a fake double track for it. Jumpstart the ubi juice. Nobody wants ubi juice, trust me. It gets in everywhere, it's sticky, and it's just messy. I think that sounds pretty good for a rhythm. Maybe, I don't know. Might have a little bit too much of the too much effects on it. Let's go with the dry metal tone. See what that's. Yeah, Yeah, that may be better for our metal tone there, or for our rhythm tone. Yeah, and if we need to, we'll add effects to it in post. Oh wow, totally forgot to get the old fingeries going today. I was wondering why I had so much fret noise. Go. That'll work. All right, so let's go. BPM. I want it to be a little faster, so we'll go minimum of 100 and maximum of 180. Yes, lots of Ubi juice so far, Steve. I do want to keep it as power chords, so we'll just leave our chord variation set where it is. I either want it to be I either want it to be in minor or mixolydian. So we'll leave it. We'll set minor to common, mixolydian to very rare. Yeah, I just gave away. I gave away the Reaper, but the funny thing about it was I gave away Brian's Reaper. We will use true random, and it's going to be a 4-chord progression, and we're going to have it build us just a verse and a chorus. So let's generate this song. So this is the song that we're going to do. And it's going to be 162 BPM in A sharp natural minor. And we're going to actually start by giving it a drum track just to make it easier to play along with. So we're going to add a instrument. There it is. Power drum kit because I'm going to use a groove. Again, what was that? What did I say that was? That was 162 BPM. A little faster than I normally play, but we're all about pushing our comforts. Yes, I gave away the Reaper. It was Brian's Reaper, but I gave away a Reaper. I gave away the Reaper. I think I'm going to give away Celeste. Come on. If anybody's giving up the Reaper, it's the newest member of Team Blue. All right. Power drums. All right, let's get a groove going in here. This needs to be the faster grooves. Let's get an intro. Work. Closed hi-hat. Double snare. Double snare looks good. Good fill. Work. Pick you and put you onto our track. We now have that'll do, donkey. That'll do. This down. Hey, how you doing, Rob? Put that out there. Drop that back there. I would like a 1 measure count in when I'm recording. And now we need our progression, which is 5, 1, 3, 7. So it's well, it's got kind of a quirky sound with that starting on the 5. And then the chorus goes down to the 4, which is D sharp. sure how I'm going to make that work, but that's the fun of doing the full random, is that you may not know how to make a particular item work. It will be available to the public probably later this today. The only reason why it's not is because I need to actually package a release for it so that I can put it up on one of our sites. All right, we will do the chorus after we write the after we get the bass line in. That should be right about just after the end of my stream, assuming we don't accidentally go long, RJ. So I will drop a link for your live in the chat at the end of our chat. All right, we need a bass, or as I like to call it, bass. All right, so this is going to be in there. It's going to go out to its own bus. Cancel. Here, bus. Call you bass. And for bass, we need pitch shifter so we can drop down. Wet, display, no display, mono, stereo, harmony, 12, go. And we need a bass cab. Let's use Conex. Work. Bridge. Bridge needs a lot more gain. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate that. All right, and that also is going to need extra mastering on it so that the bass pops properly. How you doing, Malachi? Smooth. This one. Warm low range. Patreon link is actually down in the description. Emphasis. There we go. That fixes that problem. All right, good. So that sounds fine for a bass. We need to record it now. It also helps if we start the recording in the correct spot. Also helps if I'm not all over the place with how I'm recording it. And that rhythm guitar can go down just a little bit. Come on, Ubi, concentrate. 3, 4. I actually kind of like how that kind of sort of turned out there. It's not bad at all. I'm not ripping my eardrums out for it. Now let's see if we can actually record the console out of the way here. The chorus. We're going to need a groove for that. So we're using. So let's switch to the ride on this. The chorus twice. No. I apologize if I'm missing anything in the chat. I'm just laser locked on focus as to what I'm doing up here. Okay, so the chorus is 4-6-6-1, which comes out to D sharp, F sharp, F sharp, A sharp. So I will make it work. I don't know if I like that. Sure if I like the rhythm on that. Let's try that. Let's go back and let's record that one more time. You know, it helps if you actually start with the right chord and the right key. Once again. No. Changes have to be quicker than that. I want to do a little more than what I've got there. See how that rhythm sounded. maybe a second fill at the end of that. That might work. Give me that extra oomph at the very end. Yes, very, very technical guitar player. Yep. That actually kind of works. Now let's put a bass under it. All right, so again, D sharp, F sharp, A. I like where that went, but I played an A instead of an A sharp in there. That'll work. All right, and then Ubi will cheat. How dare you, Ubi? How dare you cheat? Celta, how you doing, big guy? To be on that, and that. Well, that is a hard transition coming off that 1 back to the 5. So we're going from need some sort of a walk down there from that. Yeah, that needs to be a walk down. So let's go there. Arm that for record. And then, yeah, that'll work. And let's grab that. Paste it there. That there. We can't do that at Celta because this song was written randomly. Needs to flow a little better than that. Take lane. Move you up. Get rid of this. So yeah, well, Celta wasn't here to see this. So Celta, this entire song was written by an app I just wrote. You can see it on the screen there. As a matter of fact, what I need to do. Hey, Laurie. It is good to see you. I'm glad you could make it here. Let me send you something that you will find super interesting. Track generator. It is currently. How do I set this as? After I'm off stream, Celta. I've currently got the repo for this app is private, and for the life of me, I can't remember really quickly how to make it a public repo. So I'll fix that and send you the link to it. Basically, it's a generator to help me come up with ideas, and it wrote basically this song. So yeah. And I will have it on a public server for people to use a little later on. Okay, so the big question becomes, what will this sound like if we loop the bass in with it as well? Click here, go here, we paste it there. Open that, move you down so that is there. Kind of a rough transition, but this is one of those where we're building a track on stream at one time, so I shouldn't be too concerned over that. So let's get the drums with it. Oh, we don't need that first measure there. So the guitar tone is being run through just THU. I don't have anything else on it, but it is my specific patch for a modern metal Soldano based tone, and the bass is running through Tonex. I guess the big thing is this is supposed to be an A sharp natural minor. So theoretically, could we solo over it? Is the biggest question. That kind of tells us whether it is or is not something that's, well put. So let's get a track in here. We'll call this lead. It will grab the guitar and it's going to send to a new bus. Call lead. Get our lead tone layered over the top of it. Going to go with THU, voice gate on, and let's go with, where's Wrigley? That one? I'm not monitoring, am I? I am not. Am I? I am. It'll work. I don't think it's the best tone for a lead tone, but we'll use it for it. Pan the lead tone just slightly to the left a little bit. Going down a little bit. So now here's the big question. Again, can we actually solo over this? It is soloable. I would, with the weird chord changes, I would have to study it better to get the chord changes to land on chord tones better. But that's definitely soloable. Um, that's technically, I guess, that's a usable track. So I proclaim this as being a success. This is not a track I would release, but it's a very fun one. And it's one that what I would do is now that I've gotten it down here, I would go back and readjust it and take some of the randomness out of it and make it a little smoother. But it's really a great app for that poll doesn't need to be running anymore. It's really a pretty good app for coming up with ideas to deal. So like it rolls like roll us another one. So D minor with the with a progression of oh I shut down Cakewalk so I don't have anything running my guitar. What the track? No, I wouldn't. Nah, that track would need so much. The time signature would be whatever you want. In this case, I was using 4/4 while I was making it. Go with. So this one just basically rolled up D natural or D minor in 124 BPM, and for a verse it came up with. Not bad. And then for a chorus, it came up with. Yeah. That's 6. It keeps like it likes to use a 6. I would probably, to be honest, use a flat 6 on this. So I'd probably use it more of a. But yeah, so again, what it does, just to go over the that app one more time, and like I said, I'll have it up on Infinite Possibility Media before we even get off stream here, because actually, I'll if everybody will stand by and amuse yourselves, I'll roll it out where you can play with it. As a matter of fact, I'll do that right now since I've got about 10 minutes left on stream, and we definitely don't want to be late for RJ's stream. I'm gonna flood his with all the good love. Give me a moment. I need to do some packaging. Talk amongst yourselves. Switch over to that screen. Actually, we're going to switch over to that screen so that I can work on my screen and you guys won't see what I'm doing on my main screen. Because I've got, local paths and keys and secret ingredients that are in there for this. Let's see, we need to package that. So I own it now, which means I can use it. Building media. Yep, lots of naked code in it. Lots of very naked code. Login, plugin, add plugin, upload plugin, choose file. Here, home, the Ubi dev. Activate. All right, create a page for it. You know me, I'm all about nakeds. All about naked coding. You said I did warn you there would be nudity. I do not like you. You are evil, and I hate you, and everything is wrong about you in this world. Delete. Slash short code, and it's the track in G. I can't spell the word generator. I think that's what I need. Oh, wait, I know what else I need to do. Page, template, change template to. Bear with, almost there. Yeah, okay. It exists there. Theoretically, everybody should be able to get to it. Somebody will go to that link and tell me whether they can actually get to it and use it. I would appreciate it. Theoretically, you should be able. It should be phone friendly too. Don't think I have any. I don't think I built anything that wouldn't work in a phone's browser. I can't test on my phone since my phone is currently in use. Had to get some fresh air. Sometimes we all could use some fresh air. Don't forget, we're all going to jump it over to RJ's live, which will be coming up about 15 minutes after the end of this. So, yeah, I have a couple of other features that I want to put into it. I'm still testing. For example, that last checkbox doesn't actually do anything right now, but it will absolutely be something that we should be able to all use. It shouldn't actually install anything, Tom. It's run in a browser. If it installed something, you went someplace and got a hold of something that you shouldn't have gotten a hold of. Lucius snuck in there. How you doing, Lucius? All right, we got enough time. We'll do one backing track before we get out of here. We'll do a backing track before we get out, and we'll call it a stream. So where do we got? Find this one. Nope. Go with. If it's downloading a setup file, that's something weird because it's literally just a web page in a WordPress site. So I don't know what in the world it's downloading or installing it. I will take a look at Brave because I didn't test it on Brave, but I'll see what's going on there. But it's literally just a word. It's just a page on a WordPress site. Southern Rock sounds good. Oh no, I unplugged Celeste. And I've lost the cable. I like that. D minor, huh?
BCG 5150 guitars tipped $5. Glad to tip you.
we'll call it there. It's a 10-minute track. It's a little too much for me. Well, we got into that one really good. It was a good Friday. We got the app released. We played a rockin' dark southern rock backtrack, which I like. I will be coming back to play this one off stream quite a bit and really kind of dial in. So don't forget, everybody, we're jumping over to RJ's Cave. And that is over there. He's got a live stream starting up here in about 10 minutes. So I'll go over there, give some love to a fellow community member. We will be back normal live on Monday. Don't forget, unless something has changed, Sean is streaming tonight. And then the usual suspects will be all over the weekend. So thank you, every single body, for being here. There's so many of you. I don't even think I can list you all, but I really appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget our Patreon backers. Yes, we have Steve and Brian at the VIP level. Or excuse me, Steve and Brian at the front stage level. We have a new backer that is remaining anonymous at the VIP level, which is freaking awesome. And we have somebody at the parking lot level, and I don't remember who it is, and I apologize for that. They're on this screen here. So their name, Sean. Sean is at the parking lot level. Duh, it's Sean. Don't forget about Sean. So yeah, I want to thank every single one of you for being here. Thank you for being on my guitar journey. Let me be a part of yours. Create something, tag it, send it to me on Discord, email me, theub@gmail.com. Join the Song in the Hat. You have about a week left on that. Next Friday is going to be the end of that. Let me drop the link for that as well. It's also down in the description. Hop over there. Join in with the collab. It's not a competition. It's a collaboration. Let's all make some music together. Let's make the world a better place. Let's just have some fun, people. It's Friday. Yes. See you over at RJ's Caves Live. Love each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.